Okay, parents of adult children and their adult children, it's high time we have a heart to heart. It's very interesting how all of the things that I share are balanced, but depending on what people see, then of course they think it's biased. So if I post something warning parents that authoritative communication and raising of their children once their kids are adults and they are no longer subject to your authority, and the fact that we live in an entirely different time, that level of energy just does not work today, then all the adult children all over it, even some kids, and I don't do my content for underage children. And when I say underage, I simply mean those who are still dependent on their parents. Because I'm going to share some things in a minute that explains to children that your experience with your parents is indeed intentional and purposeful. I've already talked a lot about how you chose your parents. And so parents can allow themselves to be off the hook if they will do the work of responsibility and accountability. Now I'm out here chilling on this beautiful day in South America where I live, chilling in the hammock. You see me. But I can't help but continue to think about some of the conversations that I am having on this post that continues to gain traction, and it is a short on YouTube. Hey, listen, I know this is not an easy subject, and the rest of this video won't be easy either, but stick around because we are digging a little more in the nitty gritty so that we can get to the space of neutrality. Here's the gist of what's happening in the comment section. Parents are coming on and they are upset with me, honey, because I'm warning parents that that level of authoritative parenting backfires. I've talked in other videos about how parents have embodied their sacrifice and they want their children to experience and take on that same sacrifice. Ain't gonna happen. And so having the perspective that is going to be effective for y'all to have a decent relationship now, because some of them are so horrid that decent is a huge step in the right direction. Your adult children came through you, but not for you. Ooh, y'all don't like hearing that. I know. But here's why we're having this heart to heart. Because there are some trainings and some conditionings and some programming that has happened to and with us that we got to look at. I've talked a lot about social conditioning because it's necessary to understand how you've been conditioned, have been programmed, and how it continues through the things that you are now just automatically doing, being, thinking, and believing. That's continuing to not just work against you, but to create havoc in the relationships that mean the most to you when maybe they shouldn't. So even looking at this in that perspective is where I realize my teachings have to go. Because in the comment section of that particular video, there are some upset parents who are, first of all, attacking me, telling me that I am just divisive and I am the problem with these children and why these children feel like, and they keep calling them children, adults, by the way. These children are entitled and these children are this and that. Listen, on both sides, the programming has programmed everybody to be, do, and feel a particular way that is not healthy. And unless and until everybody starts looking at how family is a social construct, especially how in the United States you've been conditioned. You are to be with your family, how they programmed you to give you everything where your children are concerned. And of course, a lot of children right now who didn't feel like they got anything are saying, well, that's what they were supposed to do. Mine didn't give me nothing. Everybody's experiences are different. That is why you have to get to the core of who you are and why I teach temperaments. What is your priority? This one question is how you begin to understand why you've been in conflict with yourself and others. I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. What you're looking at is a compilation of my first two publications, which includes What is Your Priority? I've been helping families to get along since 1999. Living in harmony or hostility by design or default. Currently available in ebook format and audiobook. And if you really care to understand yourself and your loved ones, you will want to add the workbook. You'll find the link in the description box below. I can listen to anybody and know that the core of their issues is that not only do they not understand who the person is that they are in conflict with, they don't understand who they are. We all came here not as a blank canvas, but with a temperament by which all things are filtered and determines how we gonna think and feel and respond to everything. And when you start to go a little deeper and understand, okay, that's all real, but if we're only looking at this in the 3D, see, this is why you got to understand that everything is energy, then you will be fighting your parents and parents your adult children for the rest of your lives, never seeing eye to eye. And even after many of the adult children gain this understanding, they kind of decide, you know what? That stuff, and I hate using this word, but you'll understand it. That stuff is just so toxic, I have no interest in going back to even try and rectify it. And because you realize that energy is something that you can work with for yourself, but it's not for you to manipulate on others. Everybody has to come to understanding how energy is their own responsibility, their own, and how they wield it towards others. So, adult children, your parents were what they were. And now we came here because you are equipped to not just overcome whatever it was that you feel they did to contribute to the hardships of life. You are equipped, you are able to get through those things, and you came here in this time to transcend that so that you can focus your energies and what's necessary for this evolution. Y'all were born in this time, in this energy, which is very different than the energies that your parents were born into. They were born into some oppressive crap, and it don't matter what color. Because if you were born in any kind of divisiveness, which the United States did a fantastic job of creating, then any levels of authoritative, do as I say for the rest of your life kind of crap is some oppressive crap. Any kind of submit to me because I am your mother, your father, is some authoritative crap that does not honor the energies that we all are. Submit to me. That's oppressive to anybody. And there are many parents who are still doing what their parents did and parenting in very oppressive ways, where your children grow up and it takes them until they're 40, 50 years old to not be, to no longer be yielding to other people's desires for them, to be compliant. No, we didn't come here to be compliant. That's not why we're here. We came to learn and grow. to figure out what this energy thing is, because the reality is you come here knowing. And cultures, first cult is family, program it out of you. And it's based on the social constructs that we were born into. And that is why the United States has gotten away with all that it's gotten away with. And we have just been compliant to the BS. And now that things are being uncovered, we're getting better about it. I'm here to help, and I'm going to. Keep coming back. It's your life. Choose it just as it is. Own it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Change it. As long as you can breathe and learn, it can get better. Ciao for now.